Hey everyone, so a few days ago I did a small corona cautious sort of shop. I'm not really afraid of the virus for myself or my family, but I am kind of concerned about the possibility of a quarantine. So, because it has been happening in other places, so I just thought I would get some stuff, like about 2 weeks of the basics, the very basics, and just to be on the safe side. So, this is what I got, as well as I have 4 loaves of bread and 2 packages of like hamburger buns out in the freezer. And so, yeah, I just didn't feel like bringing those in. But the buns are because we have lots of like veggie burgers and stuff frozen, and so I got the buns because that would be a super easy sort of meal that we could make. In addition to this stuff, I also have a lot of canned stuff and dried pantry things that I'll quickly show you as well. But this is what I got in my little haul. So to start off, I got some cat food. So we have a good amount of cat food right now, but just in case, that's something you don't want to be without. I also got 2 packs of kids Tylenol. So my son is 2 and he has febrile seizures, and on the very rare chance that he does get the virus, he having a fever for several days in a row could be dangerous for him, and I wanted to make sure we had lots of Tylenol. So this is enough for him to be dosed for 2 weeks, so that should be good. The other kids, I would obviously still use some Tylenol for them too, but it's just not as dangerous for them to have a fever as it is him. I could, in an emergency, just put them in a bath or something, like cold bath. But for him, he needs Tylenol, and that's something that's selling out fast. So I got 2 of those. I got some coffee because, that's an emergency staple. I got 2 cans of tomato sauce because we have lots of dried pasta and stuff here. I got 3 cans of soup because they had limits. You can only buy 3 cans of soup. So I only got 3, but we do have a few other ones here as well. I got 4 things of shelf-stable soy milk. I would have gotten almond milk, but they didn't have any, so I got soy. I got a big pack of applesauce because like fresh fruit would obviously eventually go bad. This is just a good shelf-stable thing to have, I think. I got 2 things of peanut butter and a large thing of jam, and then of course the 4 loaves of bread so we can make PB&Js for lunches and stuff if necessary. I got a big pack of 60 mini granola bars, so that would be like snacks in case we need them for a couple weeks, and that would probably be a snack too. And then I got a case of 12 boxes of macaroni and cheese. That's just something that the kids will eat. And so got those, and of course shelf stable. And so that's everything that I bought aside from the buns and the bread, but I'll show you what else I have in my pantry as well. So this is part of my pantry. I have some pastas and stuff in here. And then down here are all my canned things. So I have lots of soups. There's tomato, cream of mushroom, canned beans, more canned beans, some canned fruit, jar of salsa, and just a bunch of other canned beans and stuff like that. So I didn't feel the need to buy too much of those. And then in this cupboard here, I have a big bag of rice, so that would come in handy. And up here, like this stuff probably won't last that long, but I do have like 3 bags of potatoes that we could go through if we needed to. So over here I have popcorn, more coffee, lots of oats, good for making oatmeal and stuff, lots of nuts, flour, lots of pasta, lots of tea. Up here, it's not very well organized, but just a few other random things that we could definitely eat if we needed to in an emergency. More rice, some other kind of, there's oatmeal and stuff like that up there. So yeah, that's what I got, just to be on the safe side. You can never be too careful. And if we don't end up having a quarantine, which it seems like it's tough to say whether we will here, because I think Canada has learned from, say, what happened in Italy, with how crazy things got over there. We may not end up having to have one. I hope not. But even if we don't end up going under quarantine, this stuff would be great to have for like an earthquake kit, and then in a year or so, if it's still not eaten, we could go through it and then repurchase stuff. It's just, I think, a really good idea to have some emergency stuff on hand. But yeah, thanks for watching.